I joined the Army at 17. I was sent to the 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg, where I spent the entirety of my time in the Army. In 2012, I was deployed to Afghanistan as a part of OEF 12, where I was wounded in action, and that ended my military career. I got out and I worked a lot of manual labor jobs, everything from driving concrete trucks to working on the railroad, and I even ended up getting my bachelor's in nursing from the University of Nebraska. I didn't end up liking working as a nurse in the clinical field, and that led me to look for ways to increase the amount of money I was earning, and I did that through becoming an engineer, a software engineer at the University of Texas at Austin. And that led me to solving a very unique business problem. The first engineering company I worked for came under Title III litigation, which is essentially ADA non-compliance. The company I worked for, their website and their app were not compliant or accessible for blind people or screen reader users. And so the CEO sent out an all-hands message saying, wow, these consulting firms want like $500,000 to fix this. This is insane. Does anybody have any experience with this? And I said, well, we should just 1099 my stepdad. He's blind. I'll sit him next to me, and where he finds a break, I'll implement a fix. And we ended up saving the company. At the very end of this, my stepdad looked over at me and he said, Luke, for the first time in my life, I feel intellectually valued. And that hit me because all through my time as being a grunt, working blue collar, and even working as a nurse, I never felt like anyone listened to my opinion until I became a software engineer. I said, wow, how do I scale this? And that led me to consulting. And consulting led the state of Florida to reach out to me and say, hey, can you build an e-learning platform so that we can actually place people? Because nationally, there's a less than 20% job placement rate of visually impaired and blind folks. The name of my company is Clusive, CLUSIV.io. So Clusive is essentially the world's first transcription engine for a blind and visually impaired user experience. So we enable visually impaired and blind folks to upskill and learn technical and remote job skills that they never could have prior. When you look at a sighted user using a piece of software compared to a screen reader user or a blind person, it really is most simply compared to a foreign language. It's English to French. And so we are the translation engine that makes that user experience make sense, makes it learnable, and therefore we enable visually impaired and blind folks to work remote jobs that pay way more than they're currently making. This is my first time at an event for Warrior Rising. I did complete the online curriculum and I thought it was really great and very thorough. The translation from military acronyms and terms and really like the logical structure and hierarchy we use in the military into a business place, it made everything feel a lot more comfortable and a lot less foreign. And I think that I can even implement that with other veterans that I bring into our team. I definitely made some mistakes in my business path, just the things that are almost inevitable unless you have someone really there to guide you. And some of these things you can avoid with surrounding yourself with good people like Warrior Rising and the proper mentors. Any veteran entrepreneur that's just starting out, Warrior Rising is definitely a great place to start. I think that it would have exponentially sped up my growth, sped up my ability to network, meet the right people, ask the right questions. It's almost unquantifiable.